Well, it looks like we had a great honeymoon going to a Dallas Mavericks game against Toronto. And the whole thing was where we went to the dart train and we drove on the dart train for a little bit and then we got off. And we had to take a bus and then we got back on the dart train and then we got to the American Airlines Center, and this is the honeymoon. We were supposed to go to San Antonio and everything, but we decided that we're gonna go to the Dallas Mavericks game, to Rangers games, concerts, maybe Bruno Mars, maybe Florida Georgia Line, maybe a Cowboy game, maybe Spurs Dallas. I don't know. It's gonna be fun and it's gonna be an interesting way to do a honeymoon, and I love it. So we get there and we're like, let's get our tickets. But we have to wait till 6 o'clock and it's only 4 something. So we say, let's go look for some foods. And we found this great bar right by the American Airlines Center. And we have some food. And we have a hamburger. We split the hamburger, fries, and some queso, and some chips, and Dr. Pepper and water. So we eat, and it's delicious. It's all a sports bar. There's like sports stuff all over this bar, sports all over the TVs. It's just an awesome experience to do something like this, and it was a experience that was ah, it was great to be in a bar that you never been in, a place where they serve food, where they do serve alcoholic drinks and everything. So we eat our food, we pay for everything, and we found a gift shop. I think it's the Mavericks gift shop. I can't think of the name, but and we find the 30K dirt shirts. One for my mom, one for my dad, one for my wife, and one for me. And yesterday was the first time I wore it, so it's a pretty nice shirt. It says even the date that it happened, 3/7/17th. A special edition against the Lakers. And we buy our shirts. We go get our tickets. We have our tickets. We wait in line. We get in our seats and we're just enjoying it. And I'm still kind of full, but I'm having in my mind like I want some popcorn and maybe some nachos and a drink. So we're waiting. We're watching them warm up, and on the board it says all the birthdays, everybody's birthday on like the big board, and then it says congratulations to me and my wife on our wedding. And we're taken by surprise. We're like, what? Wow, this is incredible. So that was a big surprise, and the game was awesome. We lost, but hey, it was a good experience. But the funniest thing about it is I kept looking at the big screen up at, and I was like, why am I looking at the big screen? I got the game down here. The entrance of the Mavericks was awesome. Just seeing Dirk for the first time playing in live action Dirk, the Germinator. It was an experience that I won't forget. And we got cups of Dirk cups. We had some good nachos, good popcorn. We get back on the dart train, and 2 times we had 2 great things where we're trying to get back home and everything. And it's like, whew, man, these dart trains, it takes a while to get there, but we finally got back to our car and drove home, and I think it'll be a memory that I'll remember for a long time. And it was my first Mavericks game. I enjoyed it. I loved it. And I'm not going to say it was, we could have had a great time in San Antonio. But getting to see a Mavericks game for the first time is an incredible experience. Because the only thing I've ever seen now is a Texas Ranger game and Mavericks game. And going to these concerts that we're going to go to, that should be fun. We're going to go to the Texas Ranger game at the end of April. That should be fun. I'm really excited. So, the Maverick game and the adventures of me and my wife honeymoon, or something like that. Maybe it's the adventures of the Dallas Maverick honeymoon with me and my wife. No. And I don't know, one or the other, but the conversation of us doing this and having this great idea is a great idea. It's fun. It's in the concerts we're gonna go to. That should be fun. As the Rangers game we're gonna go to, that's gonna be fun. Maybe a Cowboy game, maybe a Spurs and Dallas Mavericks, the rivalry. But it's kind of hard because I love Dallas and San Antonio, and we're rooting for both of them. But I can only wear one. I can't wear like a Spurs shirt and a Dallas Maverick hat because that would kind of look like I can't decide. But I've already decided that I love both teams, and that's pretty much the bottom line on that one. Oh, and Oklahoma, but maybe someday we'll see an Oklahoma game. So it was good times, good way to start off a honeymoon. And I think the awesome adventures of me and my wife at the Mavericks game sounds pretty good to me. So remember, awesome. Wait. The incredible, awesome adventures of the Maverick game honeymoon with me and my wife. Awesome, radical, Calabunga.